Hi students, welcome to Smarter Everyday Over Learning. Dear students, today's our next topic is about filling of atomic orbitals. Filling of the atomic orbitals. That means the filling of the electrons into the orbitals of different atoms takes place according to these following three rules. The first one is Aufbau principle, Pauli exclusion principle, and the last one is Hund's rule. Okay students, according to these three rules, electrons are filled in the specific orbitals. See students, the first one is Aufbau principle. Aufbau principle. Orbitals are filled in order of their increasing order. That means students, here in this first principle we can see that Moeller diagram. According to Moeller chart, we can say the increasing order of the energy levels 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 4s, 3d, 4p, 5s, like that students. This is Moeller chart. According to this, the electrons can be filled in that particular orbitals. And second one is Pauli exclusion principle. An orbital can have maximum 2 electrons and these must have opposite spin. Opposite spin means just like one is in upward direction and the second one is downward direction, like this students. And the third one is Hund's rule. Electron pairing in p, d, f orbitals can't occur until each orbital of a given subshell contain one electron each or singly occupied. That means students, only first single electron can be occupied in the degenerating orbitals px, py, pz. Then only the second electron can come here. About these three rules in the filling of the atomic orbitals we will discuss in this class students clearly with examples. Let's start our today's session. This is completely the mind map of the today's topic students. The first one is Aufbau principle. The word Aufbau means, in the German language, Aufbau means building up. Building up. That means building up of the orbitals. That means the filling up of the orbitals with the electrons. Let us see the definition of this Aufbau principle. In the ground state of the atoms, the orbitals are filled in order of their increasing energy levels. That means students, if the electron first occupy the lower energy orbital available to them and then enter into the higher energy level orbital, then students, for this we have to draw the Moeller chart. The order in which the energies of the orbital increasing their hence, the order which the orbital that can be shows as follows according to the Moeller chart. These are the n values. Yes, 4s. So n is equal to 1 and n is equal to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the n value, like this. One s, these are all s orbitals, p orbitals, d and f orbitals. If you draw like this, we can get the increasing order of these energy levels students. That means the first one is 1s orbital, 1s, and the second one, see students, 2s, 2p and 3s. This is the increasing order we should draw basing upon the molar chart. See students, S orbital, P and D and F. See, the maximum number of electrons are sufficient here, that is S orbital must contain 2 electrons, P 6 electrons, here P 6 electrons, again S 2 electrons, D 10 electrons, D 10 electrons, P 6 S2. F orbital has contained 14 electrons, P orbital again 6 electrons, 14, D 10 and 6 and 2. This molar chart and this order is helpful for us for drawing the electronic configuration, students. And if you take the example of calcium, atomic number 20, if you write the electronic configuration for this, first 1s and second 2s, 2p, 3s and 3p. Filling of electrons, if you see, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6 and 4s2. Basing upon these increasing order, students, we can draw the electronic configuration for all the atoms like this, and this order may be remembered by using the method given in this following picture, students. Starting from the top, the direction of the arrows gives the order of filling the orbitals like this, direction of the arrows. And the energy of an orbital depends upon the sum of the values of the principal quantum number here. The principal quantum number, that is principal quantum number L, the main quantum number N, and the azimuthal quantum number, the second quantum number, that is L. This is called N plus L rule. According to this N plus L rule, electrons can be filled according to these energy levels basing upon this molar chart, just like this example. And students, number two, that is known as Pauli exclusion principle. Let us see the second one. An orbital can have maximum 2 electrons and these must have opposite spins. See students, this is the definition for the Pauli exclusion principle. For example, if 2 electrons in an orbital can be represented by, if 2 electrons, why? Because this is like this. If 2 electrons in an orbital can be represented, see student, this is having the spin in upward direction, this is downward direction, this is also like that same, and this is the way the representation is correct. If you represent these electron spins, those two are in same direction, upward direction, and these 2 electron spins are downward direction, this is incorrect. So according to Pauli exclusion principle, the both electrons which are exist in one orbital, those must have opposite spins, one is upward and the one is downward direction. Okay students, and one more thing, in these two, the 2 electrons have opposite spins, that is, if one is revolving clockwise direction, one is like this, and the second one is revolving anti-clockwise direction. This is the correct way of the representation. If you see the second one, these 2 electrons are revolving in only clockwise direction, in these two are only anti-clockwise direction. So students, this is wrong way of the representation of the Pauli exclusion principle. And see the third one students, that is Hund's rule, the maximum multiplicity, we can say that Hund's rule. See students, this rule deals with the filling of the electrons into degenerate orbitals of the same subshell, just like P, D, F, same subshell. Electron pairing in P, D, F orbitals can't occur until each orbital of a given subshell contain 1 electron or each singly occupied. That means, let's see with example. If you take the example of nitrogen, students, the atomic number is 7. If you write the electronic configuration for this, 1s2, 2s2 and 2p3. See students, for this 1s orbital, 2s orbital, this is full 2p orbital. These are the degenerating orbitals, that is 2px, 2py and 2pz. Like this, 1s2 means 2 electron spins must be here. One is in upward direction, second one is in downward direction. 2s2, again like this only, 2s2, then 2px1 and 2py1, 2pz1. These are the 3 single electrons. According to Hund's rule, students, electron pairing in p, d, f orbitals can't occur until each orbital of a given subshell contains one single electron each or singly occupied. According to that definition, it is satisfied. And if you see the spins for this, total spin each is half, and 2py1 also half, 2pz1 also half, 1 and half. This is about the total spin of these unpaired electrons in the nitrogen. This is about Hund's rule. We have to follow this while we are writing the electronic configuration for the elements. Okay students, this is about our today's session about the filling of the atomic orbitals, Aufbau principle and Pauli exclusion principle, and the Hund's rule. Okay students, you can share your feedback upon this class in the comment section. Your doubts also you can convey in the comment section, students. If you like this video, please share to your friends and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much.